Hey, what's up? My name is Nick Garcia, and I am the creator of the recently formed Viral Pins Agency. And purpose of this video is to show you how I would launch a new Pinterest page. So the Pinterest page I'm going to launch is a Viral Pins Agency, and essentially it's a Pinterest marketing agency. Help you go viral, scale any type of business on Pinterest. Why should you listen to me? I've made well over $500,000 from Pinterest traffic over the last 6-ish years or so. I have my first site that I scaled on Pinterest was a health weight loss recipe site called Upgraded Health. I've been on Mediavine for 6 years with that one and have sold tons of digital products, probably 20,000 digital programs, ebooks, that type of stuff on my website from Pinterest traffic. That page has gotten hundreds of millions of Pinterest impressions over the last few years. Recently got on Journey which is a sister company of Mediavine, for sites that don't have quite the Mediavine traffic requirement, which is pretty high. That one is designed with DIYer, and I was able to do that in a very short period of time, probably 45 days, to scale that traffic up. And then another website, Blogging with Funnels, I've made 150 plus through affiliate marketing. I also have a real estate page that I get a lot of traffic and leads from Pinterest. And so I thought, I would love to help other bloggers, creators, e-commerce learn how to master Pinterest, because at this point, if somebody asked me, what are you 100% expert at? It would be getting traffic from Pinterest. So Viral Pins Agency, well, why don't I kill two birds with one stone? I can tell you about my agency and then tell you exactly what I'm going to do to scale this page and get tons of organic traffic from Pinterest. And I do that all without using Tailwind, because personally I was never a fan. So I do use a social media scheduler that I'll tell you about later when I tell you what the different tools that I use to run all of my Pinterest pages. I'm launching this in May, so I'll publish this probably May 3rd or 4th. So here's my plan. I'm going to start with 25 articles that I already have written, and 5 pillar content. So pillar content or cornerstone are just like your 5 best posts that you want to definitely try to send the most amount of traffic to. Talking about your service, get like really comprehensive guides of whatever you want to do. So for me, this is like how to go viral on Pinterest, SEO type stuff, how to start a 6-figure blog. And so those would be my pillar content pieces. And then 20 just like regular value posts, maybe not as long, but are still helpful to your audience. And so then from there, I am going to start off with 4 scheduled pins per day. 2 of these will be pillar, and the key, especially right now with Pinterest, because we're having so much AI stuff and people are pumping out tons of content, fresh images are the way to go. And you might think, oh my gosh, I don't want to use Canva. I do not like creating my own images, but now with ChatGPT and Ideogram, which I'll tell you about in a minute, creating these images is really simple. So I'll have probably about 6, when I publish an article, I have 6 Pinterest images unique, and 2 to 3 of these are like infographic style. For many years, I hired people on Upwork and Fiverr, and I still have them do a lot of images, especially because right now, while AI can create and produce really good images, sometimes they misspell words, but the design is cool and like saves me a lot of time. So I'll just get those together with misspelled words and send them to my graphic design guy and say, hey, can you fix this, and give them the right content. And so it makes it easy for everyone. And, Upwork, Fiverr, you can find people that can create images for pretty inexpensively. So we got 4 scheduled pins per day. This is with 25 pieces of content. So I'm also going to be doing 2 to 3 new articles per week. And so what I do is have a master spreadsheet that my VA can grab onto, and then she'll use unique images as she schedules them. And so as soon as I hit, at the end of May, I'll have probably 40 to 45 pieces of content, and I'm going to increase this to probably 6 scheduled pins per day. My Upgraded Health website, for example, has thousands and thousands of posts and recipes. At one point, I was doing maybe 16 pins per day. And and that worked really well. Because I had some lagging impressions, and so I started really pumping out fresh pins and fresh content on that one. To be honest, I don't publish a lot of content on that anymore, but I have so many posts because I've had that website for so long. And then it helped. So I went from like 1.5 to 2.1 million impressions in probably 30 to 45 days when I was doing the 15. I think I'm at like 12 right now, 12 per day. And Designer and the DIYer is probably at 8. And then Blogging with Funnel is probably around 6 to 7. So a lot of pins per day. There's are things that can actually automate this even more quickly for you, and like do all of the content, image creation, scheduling to Pinterest. I'm not a huge fan. I think that they're gonna start hitting some pages with spam. So this is a good way to just ramp it up. It's all gonna be good content. I will use ChatGPT and another tool called Manus for outlines and to create some of it, and then I'll go in and make sure that it sounds like my voice and put in my own case studies and that. So it's not just like, ideally you don't want to just create the article on ChatGPT and then just copy and paste it into WordPress. Pinterest does want good high quality content. Plus, I mean, if you get any Google traffic, Google is fine with AI, but the content has to be good. And for the reader, of course, because they're the ones searching. So for 2 to 3 new articles per week, 6 new images per article, and then I'm gonna try to do 1 video pin per week. Some of these might be just like a bunch of images together, or like video like this that I'll post on Pinterest if it's good, because I'll be doing my personal content strategy to grow this marketing agency is to post 1 short on YouTube, and I'll post this also on TikTok, and then 1 to 2 long videos similar to this one. We're just pumping out value. So this is kind of the intro to the Viral Pins agency launch. So there you have it. That's how I'm going to scale this Pinterest page specifically. That's what this video is for. And then every week I'll kind of update you on the progress. So if you, on this video, you're interested in seeing a from scratch Pinterest page being created and monetized, this specifically, I won't be monetizing with ads. I'll be trying to market my Pinterest marketing management services. And that I'll have a link to the bottom if you want to book a call and just kind of talk about your Pinterest page and maybe you're interested in my services. It'll be complete Pinterest management, creating articles, images, infographics, video pins, the works. I have myself will be creating a lot of the content, and then I have my VAs that help with the images and scheduling and all that type of stuff. So the tools that I use to make all of this happen between my 6 websites and now including this one, ChatGPT, of course, create articles, and I'll be doing a tutorial on how I go about creating my Pinterest articles or just blog articles. And now it has the ability to create images. I recommend doing Pro on that. It's just $20 a month. And then Manus.im, this is like ChatGPT on steroids. It's producing amazing content that you can, prompt it to use your voice. It doesn't sound, some of it still sounds AI. You have to edit it. But it does very deep research, provides your sources, so it is amazing. And then Ideogram.io, this is specifically just for images. If you prompt this, you can get some really cool images. I tell it to like show somebody on a whiteboard. You can tell it to show a man and a woman on a whiteboard, or just a woman, a man, animate the woman or man. It's amazing. The better you are at prompting, the really amazing images, like infographics, though they are spelled wrong, like I mentioned earlier, but literally the designs that I'm getting from here, I just send it to my graphic designer on Fiverr and send him the content, and he just easily puts it in there, and for like $1 or $1.50 an image. And then Metricool is what I use to schedule all of my social media posts. So a lot of my content I post on, not just on Pinterest, but YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. It's really simple. And then Veed.io is for video editing. So you can create your video pins on that. And then I'll edit this video and all my other videos on Veed. It's really simple to use and relatively inexpensive. If any of this sounds cool, like I mentioned a lot of this on my page, Viral Pins Agency, where all of this content will be on. And then I wrote a book on how to get traffic from Pinterest, that's why we're on Pinterest if we have some type of business. And then I have just like a mini course. If you put your email in there, I'll send you the book. And then about 5 emails. And essentially they're all my pillar content. So like SEO, image creation, content strategy, all that good stuff to get traffic from Pinterest and, you know, monetize it however you want. One of my pillars is the top 12 ways to monetize Pinterest. And so for me, it was all digital products, ads, affiliate marketing. And now for the first time, I'll be doing something different, which is trying to grow my Pinterest management marketing agency. So I've made over 6 figures with about 3 ways for sure. And now I have another website that is starting to get monetized. So that would be, this will be my 5th website that I will be monetizing with Pinterest. And so thanks for watching. I think I've covered everything that I want to. Subscribe if you're interested in learning how to grow a Pinterest page. Of course, if you are interested in just having me and my team do it for you, that's the purpose of Viral Pins Agency. Head over to viralpinsagency.com. And I'm going to be shooting a lot of cool videos on how I do this. And so you can learn, or if it's too overwhelming, then you can just pay me to do it for you and watch your Pinterest page skyrocket with tons of traffic so you can focus on what you do best, whether it's providing a service, creating a book, selling digital products, templates, and let me do the rest. So there you go. Talk to you soon.